And remember, when you first start, it won't look like much, but then as you keep going and keep adding a little bit of shadow and light and just the different aspects of the drawing, it'll start to come more together and look more like how you originally wanted it to look. There you go. Now you want to come down, just trail it down and connect it to this other flower that we made. Now you want to come up so that you can make another flower higher up. Maybe go behind the leaf a little bit. And remember to keep things curved. It has more of an appeal to it with the eye. Now I'm going to put a flower on this side because we already have one on this side, so it'll balance the page. And then maybe as you're going up, just add a couple wispy things just to make it look a little bit prettier and fill it up a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to make a blue flower. So I take my dark blue and I bring my circle right here away from the green because you know your petal is going to come out and you don't want it overlapping on the green. So I'll put it somewhere about here. Remember, you start from the middle and go out. Then you're going to go out and make the petals. It's okay if you go off the page. And remember, just go over it many, many times, making it a little bit darker each time. That way, if you put a line somewhere you don't exactly want it, it's light enough that you can just go near it and just kind of color over it a little bit. Now you want to bring out veiny lines from the middle, following the curves of the petal. Remember to darken those inner edges of the petal. Try and make them look like they overlap a little bit, which will give it more of a realistic look. Now you're going to take the lighter blue. You're just going to fill it out a little bit, just like we did with the pink flower, and leaving that white there. Darken some edges, just a little bit away from the actual edge, like I told you with the pink flower. And you can use any colors you want. And then take the darker blue and just go over the very edges, just darkening the little curves that make the petals look rounded. And remember, you can just add like little points, which will make it look kind of like it has overlapped a little bit and turned away from you. There you go. Now you're going to take the darker green and just make it look like it's attached to that flower a little bit more. Maybe trailing down, making it a little bit darker on one side than the other. Then you want to come up, adding another little vine behind the flower. And we'll add one more leaf to the end, going right over the staves. So remember your little heart. Never forget that middle line. Then do your little go around, then up, so your little points on the edge of the leaf. Then your veins in the middle. Remember, just lighter at first and then darker as you go. Always remembering to blend. Now go get your lighter green. Fill it in a little bit, remembering to leave a bit of a white space to show the curve of the leaf. And try and follow the curves of the leaf when you're coloring it in. And then some darker edges, just blending it in. Remember your curves. Then come down, connecting that leaf to the vine. Now take your lighter green and go on the other side of that vine, just like we did when we started the vine. Now add some little wispy things to fill out just the vine of the flower thing we just made. Remember, you can just add them wherever you think that it would look best. And there you go.